there's breaking weather where you live. Here's a look at the weather happening in your area.
78 degrees under sunny skies. Here's our local Doppler radar. Today, mainly clear. High 92. Winds north-northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, mainly clear. Low 60. Winds north-northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour.
Here's the outlook for your week ahead.
You're watching Local Now. We couldn't do this alone. We're powered by the best sources of local information out there. Oh, and coffee. Lots and lots of coffee.
Here's a look at your local news headlines. National news in 60 now.
Best case scenario, storm passes with a minimal amount of wind and flooding damage, then these refineries will ramp up operations within a week's time, and the impact on the consumer with regard to gasoline prices will be minimal. Now, of course, the fear here is if we do get significant flooding and we do see significant outages, that would certainly cause an impact both on the crude oil market, but especially on the product markets.
What Donald Trump has done today was not just pardon Arpaio, but he tied himself to the legacy of white supremacy, racism, and racial profiling we have lived in Maricopa County.
San Francisco is a city of love and compassion. Yes. And we will always lead with love and compassion, and that's why it's important that we're all here together the day before hate shows up on our shores.
Ready to ride? Let's check your travel.
Portland accidents include a hit and run on Northeast 88 at Skidmore and a more recent one at 174th at Division. Gresham has an injury accident at Division near Main Avenue. Hazel Dell I-5 South of Exit 3 has delay through the Interstate Bridge, and 205 South looks just as busy approaching the Glen Jackson. Be traffic smart from the KEX Bedmart Traffic Center. I'm Mark Lamb.
These are the latest incidents and events in your area. Let's take a look at the latest airport delays. Hey, mind your own business, okay? Here's our look at national business news.
I'm Jill Wagner. Here are some top stories from Cheddar on Local Now. Self-driving trucks hitting the roads in the UK by the end of next year. The platoon of 3 trucks will be controlled only by the first vehicle, but each one will still have a driver present. Initial testing will begin on tracks to decide how close the truck should go before releasing them on major roads. Electric car maker Tesla may be entering the music streaming space. CNBC reporting the Tesla blog Electric recently found images inside Tesla's software portraying a music service called T-Tunes. There aren't many details, but there have been previous reports that Tesla has reached out to music labels about providing content. And the rising cost of avocados could take a bite out of Chipotle when Wall Street firm warning the rising cost of food prices could hurt Chipotle's profitability. Avocado prices have jumped by about 75% since July because of a poor harvest in California. That's it for us today. Check back later for updated financial news from Cheddar on Local Now.
You're watching Local Now, connecting you to your community since 2016. Like what you see, follow us on social for even more local enlightenment.
Tasty stuff. Portland, it's time for lunch. This is the top spot to try today. Here's a local pick you shouldn't miss. Here's another local pick in our area that's looking great. Here's a look at the full list of top picks for our area. Happy dining! Lights, camera, and action.
What happens is that I spend a lot of time with myself. I was recording this one in Mexico City, so I just spent a lot of time walking around during the day and just not really talking to anybody or doing anything, going to churches and museums and just hanging out. Later on, you pick up the guitar and it's just the things you've been thinking about all day sort of come out. You just need time to clear your head. At least for me, that's how it goes.
When I was in the military, I remember the troop entertainment events were all well-intended, but kind of, I was kind of told that theater wouldn't fit a military demographic, so we tried to bring plays to a military that have nothing to do with the military at all.
He hadn't acted with this project. I think he hadn't acted in 40 years. Yeah, a long time. So it was, for him as well, it was getting back on the bike, and it was fun to watch him, pick back up, and obviously we have a very father and son relationship, and getting on set with him, it was very just interesting to see him work as an actor.
Here's a look at the weather happening in your area.
Here's our local Doppler radar.
And now, your sports highlights and scores.